Attention Eagles fans, it's shocking, but we can't ignore the Eagles' current situation. The fans are perplexed, the backstage area is in crisis, and the board's choices could have a profound impact on the future of the franchise. But first, if you're a true Eagles fan, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Every day we bring you the latest news straight from the most reliable sources. Let's go to the news. The CJ Gardner-Johnson trade was just the beginning, and now one of the biggest stars available on the market has shown interest in playing in Philadelphia. The big question is the team ready to invest heavily, or will it continue to focus on cutting costs? Eagles are urged to sign Trio in next wave of free agency. Despite a quiet start to free agency, the Philadelphia Eagles still have several quality players to consider as the offseason progresses. While the team has made a few initial moves, such as low-risk signings for running back and edge rusher, the market still offers good names that could strengthen the team. In this scenario, there are three key players the Eagles need to consider before the next wave of signings. Justin Simmons safety. Justin Simmons is one of the top available players and remains on the list of the best free agents in the league. He expressed interest in joining the Eagles, highlighting his desire to work again with his former coaches, Vic Fangio and Christian Parker, both former colleagues on the Broncos. In an interview on the Talkin' Ball podcast, Simmons was excited about the possibility of playing in Philadelphia, especially considering the dominant defense that helped the team win the Super Bowl last year. "There are a lot of good things about Philly," Simmons said. "Their offense is clearly one of the most talented in the league, and that offensive line is incredible. But what the defense did to win the Super Bowl was crazy. You can tell that the leadership there, from top to bottom, is by far one of the best in the league. Having the chance to play in Philly, especially if I get to reunite with Vic and CP, is at the top of my list." While the Eagles are negotiating CJ Gardner-Johnson with the Texans, it's unclear whether the team is in the market for a veteran to replace him on the depth chart. Simmons has also shown interest in the Commanders, so he has NFC East on his mind as the new league year approaches. It's worth noting that Simmons already has a good relationship with Fangio and Parker. The team tried to sign him last season, but ended up locking in a long-term deal with Gardner-Johnson. Now that Gardner-Johnson is gone, the Eagles have a new opportunity to bring Simmons back to Philadelphia. Juliano Blackmon. The Eagles also need a third safety to keep their secondary competitive, and Juliano Blackmon is an option worth considering. So far, Blackmon has been relatively quiet in the open market, and might even be cheaper at this point in the free agency process. Being younger than Simmons, he could be an important piece to ensure the defense stays among the top in the league. Jack Gibbens recovering from a serious injury. Jack Gibbens has the potential to be the reliable third linebacker the Eagles need, especially after Oren Burks' departure. With Nakobe Dean still dealing with an Achilles injury, Gibbens becomes even more crucial if Dean is not ready to start the season. Gibbens' performance could be pivotal to the team's defense. Se precisar de mais alguma coisa, estou à disposição. What do you think about this possible signing of Justin Simmons by the Eagles? Do you think he would be an important addition to the team? Leave your opinion in the comments. With veterans like Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata alongside Darrisaw, the Eagles now have an even more formidable offensive line capable of protecting Hurts and opening up lanes for the running game, where Barkley will become one of the main contributors. Darrisaw's addition is a clear signal that the franchise is committed to building a strong and competitive team for the years to come. These moves reinforce the Eagles' commitment to assembling a championship-caliber team with a young and promising quarterback like Hurts, and now with an even stronger offensive line. Expectations are high, and Eagles fans are getting more and more excited about the future of the team. If Barkley, Hurts, and Darrisaw continue to elevate their game, the team is set to become one of the NFL's greatest. With veterans like Lane, Johnson, and Jordan Mailata alongside Darrisaw, the Eagles now have an even more imposing offensive line, capable of protecting Hurts and opening up spaces for the running game, where Barkley will